Yo, what's up, everyone? This is Camtendo here. Can't see me. My webcam is having some issues with it. But welcome to episode 5 of Pardon the Smash. This week's episode, we have with us today GQDang, speedrunner and Smash enthusiast from Iowa. Say hello to the people, Greg.
What's up, everyone? GQDang here.
All right, and again, we have Noah and Echo. Mike's Echo.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a stellar episode here for you today. We're going to go ahead and kick it off with our first topic, State of the Smash, Iowa. All right, Greg, so tell us a bit about some Iowa Smash, man.
All right, Iowa Smash is actually a pretty old group. Used to hang out with the Nebraska boys a lot back in the day. And what is it? Big growing group right now. About 400 people in our group for Iowa Smash. And we're just having a lot of events run, like a lot more now in Iowa.
That's hype, man. Tell us about the next big event you guys have going on.
Our next big event is going to be April 11th. It's called the Game Geek Spring Showdown, and it's also on the Midwest circuit. So we're gonna include every Smash game, minus Brawl. It is we originally were gonna hold it at a cafe that we had it at what is it? If you guys were at King of the Ring, that's the old location that we were gonna use, but we've actually moved up to like almost, I guess, regional level.
Oh.
So we're gonna be at Holiday Inn.
Nice.
So we're gonna be at a Holiday Inn, and I think it's.
If they have good bathrooms.
What's that?
I wonder if they have good bathrooms there.
Oh, good question, isn't it?
Shots.
And it's about a $10 venue fee and $10 to enter each game, I think. And for every 25 people, $50 will be added to the bonus pot. So make sure to get out here to Iowa on April 11th.
Nice, man, nice. Tell us a bit about your power rankings, man. Who's the best in Iowa right now in Melee, PM, Smash 4, if you know?
I mean, I don't think we really have a power ranking. I guess we just kind of know. Honestly, we're pretty, like, we're just kind of blossoming right now, but we've gained some people, like, from other states that moved here. Like, Mike Kang, whose his gamer tag is Jazz. I think he's the best at Melee so far here, and he's from the Chicago area. He just moved here, like, last year. And he used to play with the old schools, like Kells and all of them. For PM, Blank Mauser. And Smash 4, I guess, would be JJ Rockets, who just recently won a tournament in Chicago. And his winnings were like 1,000 plus.
Dang.
Chicago. What was the name of that tournament?
I think it was like E2C or something like that.
Is that the one that Cody and Wes went to? I think it is.
That's the one that Cody went to, yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah, he won Smash 4 out there. Yeah.
So Iowa confirmed better than Nebraska at Smash 4?
Yo.
Oh, whoa, man.
Don't know about that, man. You guys play a lot, to be honest.
What we do?
Well, I guess-
Cody and Wes in the thing? In the chat? No? Maybe.
I don't know, dude.
Cody's usually watching. We'll see what he has to say about that.
Yep. Anywho, tell us about traveling from Iowa to other tournaments. It seems like Iowa guys, you Schism, you guys hit up tournaments more often than Nebraska people, like, you know. So tell us about that a little bit.
Yeah, well, I'm from Des Moines, and Des Moines, Iowa. That's basically like right in the middle of the entire Midwest. So we're basically like a central hub. So like Minnesota's 4 hours away, Chicago's 5 hours away, KC's 3 hours away, and Omaha is 2 hours away. So we have like 4 major cities we could hit up for tournaments, basically.
That's legit, man. I mean, I
Yeah.
think Nebraska's in a similar way. It's just we're a lot lazier than you guys, apparently. So, kudos to you guys, though. Kudos to you guys for
Yeah.
traveling.
Actually traveling places. Those times are behind me,
I
man.
expect you guys to be here April 11th, you know.
Yo, we're streaming it, man. So
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
taking care of stream, right?
we're sending people. Don't worry.
The understudies, I believe.
Yo, I might come too, though.
Oh, okay.
So the unfortunate thing is, based on how school schedules out, I can either go to UMSK or the Iowa tournament, but not both, because
So the question is, do you want to go to your bros in Iowa, or do you want to go to the
No,
scumbag who dropped Smash games from UMSK? I mean, it's a pretty clear choice.
No,
in
no,
my
no, no,
opinion.
no. It's not. It's not like that though. Like I don't have a
No,
choice. It's like I'm gonna get to do one or the other. So,
Whatever you say, Cam.
yo.
Uh,
Yeah. What else you
anything
got?
else?
Yeah. Any last thoughts on Iowa? Plug your stuff.
Plug our stuff. Well, we do have a Twitter. I don't think we use it as much as we should, but it should just be Iowa Smash.
Yep, I got it pulled up.
And I guess for our bigger tournaments, we have, what is it? Game Geeks IC, I think, on Twitch. That's where we stream to.
Okay.
And I also stream myself. So
Oh yeah,
hit me
plug
up
that
at-
too. Yep.
You can hit me up at twitch.tv/GQDang.
All right. Thanks, Greg.
Have you done any?
Oh no, time's
sorry.
up, dude.
Have you done any races on like Speedruns Live so that you actually appear on the front page of that, or?
I have not broken my race cherry yet, so
That'll be an experience.
that would be an experience.
All right.
I'm just basically trying to get personal bests right now.
Cool.
Gotcha. Alrighty then, moving on. Gimmer and Project M. So I don't know if you guys know or not, but Video Game Boot Camp, if they want to progress forward with their stream, they have to. Is that not running? Alright, we live in. They need to drop Project M because of like legal issues with it and Nintendo. So if they want Nintendo money, they cannot show Project M anymore. So they've decided to just straight drop it. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that was the right call? Do you think they're alienating Smash members? Discuss.
I think it's the right call. I know a lot of people, I kind of went through that thing on Smashboards where a lot of people in the comments were just like, raising their pitchforks pretty much against Gimmer and the team. I mean, I understand why there's a lot of frustration there, but a lot of people act like them dropping PM is like the death of PM. Like this is just going to mean nobody's going to play it now. And I don't think that's the case. So I think people are kind of like over-exaggerating about the whole thing. But, I mean, overall, I think it's the right call because, I mean, he's got a business to run. I mean, he's trying to do the right thing. And obviously, if he can, get in with Nintendo, that's what he needs to do. I mean, I think anybody in his position would do that, I think it'd be kind of foolish for him to say, oh, okay, let's just go ahead and be like PM only, because what would he have to do? Yeah, he might even end up being PM only if Nintendo told him, like, okay, that's not cool. So, I don't know. Or who knows what could happen. I guess they might just say, hey, you can't do that. I don't know if they'd go as far as to do a C and D, but who knows?
Anyone else?
I mean,
What do you guys think?
the devil's advocate here, but a lot of people say that he got famous and got big because of Project M and doing Zayn and doing whatever. So, I mean, should he really? Yes, that whole free Gimmer thing where he could like quit his job and live on subs alone from his channel was a big thing, and that's part of the reason that he got big was because of PM. So it kind of feels like, in some sense, that he's kind of abandoning those people. Like, he originally had that channel like for the community so that he could quit his job and travel to all these tournaments and get all the footage for these tournaments, right? But now he's suddenly saying, well, I'd rather get in with Nintendo than give back to the community that got me here. And I'm not saying it's the wrong decision, because I agree with you. I think in his position lots of people would do that, but it just kind of sucks that you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, just when you get to his level of being like, that's his job, this is his career doing what he loves to do, and he's doing a really good job of it. That's not a big enough fan base to make a living on that. I mean, that's not reliable. How much longer could PM possibly go before maybe it dies out eventually anyway? And I know they aren't currently looking at, doing this to Smash 4, but what if a PM equivalent comes out for Smash 4 and then people don't play PM for Brawl anymore, So I don't know. Yeah, it's a risk either way. It's a gamble. But like I said, I mean, I agree. I see what you're saying. I agree. What do you think, Greg?
Well, I mean, it's a modded game, and it's like his job. So yeah, I mean, he had to drop it for that. But I don't think like other tournaments should just go ahead and drop it too. Like, I understand, I guess, if you're sponsored from Nintendo, that you would have to drop it from your tournament. But, like, let's just say it's a local. Like, you shouldn't, like, just drop it just because, like, bigger streamers dropped it,
Right. Yep.
Yeah, Chateau, I don't know if you guys know, but Chateau will keep Project M around until we get a cease and desist. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but we plan to keep it around.
Yeah, and hopefully, I think a lot of those people might be trying to find other streams that support Project M. So, it's possible that you pick up some more viewers just because of the whole Gimmer thing.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that, actually. It's a interesting prospect.
Yeah, when Gimmer decided to make that post, we gained, I'm thinking, 30 followers in one day because we were one of the streams that promises Project M. So people do want to watch it.
Also, like, I guess I don't see, like, why the bigger companies do this. I mean, yeah, they might lose out on their money, but, I'm pretty sure you made all your sales in Brawl already. So, like, I guess a big example is, like, Dota. That was just Warcraft 3. And it just blossomed into something good, Like, if anything, Nintendo should help out, like, Project M, I guess.
Nintendo's not cool like that, dude.
Yeah, but that's being like a big company, so.
Capcom is a big company, they kind of, I mean, it's not a mod, but, they support their tournaments, but that's kind of a different thing, I guess.
Right. Anyone have any final thoughts on Project M? Gimmer? Nintendo?
It just shouldn't be dropped just because big streamers do it. That's my say.
Right, yeah, it's not the death of the game.
Yeah, you should just keep playing a game you like. It's not like you shouldn't just follow everyone.
Yep. All right, then. Looks like we will move on a bit early to women in Smash. So, as you guys know, as with any other video gaming community, females just like aren't as prominent as males. I think it's like a 98 to 2% split. What do you guys think about that? Is there any way to remedy it? What happens when these women do play Smash? Have you ever seen any play Smash? Discuss.
I actually have a genuine question. What stops girls from playing like video games in the first place? Is it like because it's seen as a guy activity, or is it because like the community of gaming kind of shuns women, or is it a little bit of both?
Why do you think the community shuns women?
I don't know. I mean, the stereotypical, gamer is kind of a misogynistic, neckbeard, whatever, and not everyone is like that, obviously, but I don't know if that stereotype is true enough that it keeps women out, or what the whole deal is, but I actually don't know why more women don't play games.
I mean, I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay, I was hoping maybe someone could like give me an answer, but you guys are useless.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess.
What's your opinion about that?
If you want to play games, then play games. I don't know.
Right, I agree with you, but why don't girls play games?
It could have something to do with communities, especially in like a fighting game community. It's probably really, really rough, But Smash, I don't know. I mean, there used to be Smash players that were girls that were pretty decent, but I guess to me, like, I never really thought too much of it because we had Jessie from Kansas City, which was Dark Reign's girlfriend at the time, and she was like, she was a really good player, and I wouldn't say she was one of their top players because they had so many good players there at the time, but I mean, she was a good player. I mean, one of my first out-of-state tournaments, she actually beat me and eliminated me from the tournament. And so,
Fraud.
no, I mean, so I guess, and that was like really early in my Smash career. So I guess
I figured it out. Because as soon as you said you got beat by a girl, we all laughed at you. That's why more girls don't play because they're like, oh man, girls are so bad. Echo lost to one, he must be bad.
Actually, you bring up a really good point. So, like, why me saying that about Jessie, even though you guys have never even seen this person play or, knew who she was, why is that funny that I lost to her in a bracket?
I'm a scumbag, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a scumbag too.
So it is kind of interesting that there's that stigma there that a girl can't be good or that a girl doesn't ever deserve to beat somebody. But I'm just saying from my personal experience, from that happening to me, yeah, at first I guess I was kind of like, damn, because I thought maybe she was just Darkran's girlfriend, like she didn't really play. But once I actually was like, damn, like she actually is playing this game and like she's trying to beat me and she did beat me. Then I guess I was just kind of like, okay, it can happen. But I don't know. I mean, that's kind of just like you're kind of asking a question that goes beyond just playing games. I mean, that's like throughout everything in the world, Like women athletes get that same thing. So I don't know if I mean, we can't really answer that question.
Well, yeah, I guess. Well, how do we...
have you guys like met someone who's like had the drive to actually like wanting to learn more? I guess like anyone could play a video game, but I guess it could be a drive thing too. That's with everyone though.
Yeah,
not just women,
I don't know. That's a good question. I see it most oftenly when you do see it. It's mostly like if it's somebody's girlfriend that like maybe they met, like they were just kind of both casually playing, or maybe the guy they hooked up with was more of like a competitive person. They were casual, and then maybe she like starts to get into it a little bit more. But I don't really see it very often that a girl just like shows up at a tournament or shows up at weeklies and says, "Oh hey, yeah, like I really want to play." So maybe I don't know if that's a local thing or what. I imagine not, because didn't you say it was like 2% girls throughout the whole community?
That was like a fake statistic, but there's probably some truth in it to some extent.
No, it's definitely a small amount, that's for sure.
Do you guys think that? Do you think they are like intimidated? Like, so I've seen at some tournaments that some girls will like walk in and then people will just like flock to them and just like not let them breathe. In the documentary, they talked about it with Milk Tea, how she would go to tournaments and people would just be like, "Oh, hey, oh, you're a girl gamer. Oh, what's up? Oh, check me out." Do you think that has any attribution to why they might not, want to play at these tournaments with all these dudes around?
Yeah, I can see that being a reason. But at the same time, I also think there's probably girls that enjoy it. I don't know.
I think Milk Tea said
they want that. So. But, I mean, because like locally, well, I'm just saying like locally we have like Rose comes to some of the tournaments, and I don't know if she's really showed up to any of the weeklies, but she'll usually come to the tournaments that we have in Omaha, and I don't think she gets swarmed or anything, but she's beaten people at the Columbus tournament that I went to, and also at like one of the UMSKs or at Grime Time or something.
Right.
And those people like rage quit hard, you know what I mean? Like they leave the venue. And so, but the thing is, Rose has played Smash since Melee, so it's like, I know she doesn't go to tournaments or anything, but she at least like has some basics of the game down because she's played Smash for so long, So, but it is funny that when somebody loses to her, even if it's somebody that just got into the scene, like just started playing Smash a month ago, they just rage super hard because it's a girl.
It's a terrible and beautiful thing all at the same time. All right.
We didn't even answer the question. Whatever.
We're going to move on to the next topic. So, as people know, you can emulate video games, and you can make it look better than on the original console. So, people are beginning to try and emulate Melee to make this Melee HD, quote-unquote. You can't see me doing that, but I'm doing it. Quote-unquote Melee HD, since Nintendo won't do it for us. And some people are trying to usher in the PC as like the standard instead of GameCubes and Wiis, which just skyrockets expenses for tournaments because gaming PCs to do this are just significantly more expensive than a GameCube and a Wii. So what do you guys think? People emulating Melee, do you think it's worth their time?
Has anyone here tried it?
I have. I've tried it. I didn't have any good luck with it because maybe I remember Blank telling me something like you had to have like Intel 2 or some like you had to like have a special processor, but that's still good that can run Dolphin like correctly. Like I guess my computer can't run Dolphin correctly, so I can't emulate it very well.
I used to mess around with it, but it just wasn't. It didn't feel right because my adapter introduced conversion lag, so it was just like not worth my time. However, Dolphin has been iterated upon enough that they've started to eliminate that, and there are different adapters available, so that the I think there was a Reddit post or thread saying that they've gotten a input lag down from like 6 frames, that of a Wii or a GameCube, to, or not frames, milliseconds, sorry, milliseconds, down to like 3 milliseconds, which is like way under a frame anyway. So they're really trying to vouch for this.
I mean, dude, I can still feel it. I mean, that's way too much. It's not possible to play on that.
This dude. But I personally feel it's just silly. I feel that CRTs and GameCubes are the way to go. It may look prettier. Maybe you should do it for like a stream setup, but not for the entire tournament. I don't know if you guys have the same feelings, but
Sure, I agree with that. I mean, just from like a standpoint of even getting enough setups, it's way or far easier to get, you know, a bunch of CRTs and even flat screens than it would be to have everyone bring the computer and get that all set up and whatever. And you're getting what out of it exactly? You're getting like higher, like better looking game. Like what else do you get? I actually don't know.
you can play in widescreen. Yes, net play is also an option. That's
Wouldn't
mainly
widescreen like feel super weird though?
potentially.
I don't know. I mean, just from like a setup standpoint, it just doesn't make sense unless, like you said, it's just like the stream or something.
Yeah, there's also like tearing on certain stages when you do widescreen. So I just feel like it's ambitious. I like it. I like where people are trying to go. But just let Nintendo like do it. And if they don't, then whatever. Man up and play Melee the way it was supposed to be played, I guess. That's just my thought on it.
Yeah,
well, I think. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I think Melee looks really good for the record. Like,
Yeah,
the graphics
that's what I was
are
gonna say
high.
too.
I love it. It's got this
2001
really,
game.
yeah.
Really
well, no, I
good.
like it because it's like really, it's really good, right? Like it's really good graphics, but it's like kind of got that arcadey feel to it. Like it's not trying to be too realistic, but it's not
Yeah.
trying to be like ugly, you know. So that's why I like it because it's like a mixture of an arcadey look, but at the same time it's really realistic.
Like the only plus side I see from the chat, it looks like, would be like you would eliminate CRTs from tournament, but it's not emulated perfectly. So, and it would skyrocket costs for tournaments, of course.
Definitely.
Like it'd be amazing if there was a Melee HD and you wouldn't have to carry a CRT anymore. No more like input lag or any of that.
Mhm.
But that's not how it's gonna be. And I personally see it as like you should keep playing on GameCube because it gets you out of the house. Like you should play with your community. I don't think you should be stuck in your house just playing net play all day. Like I think like people should go out and meet each other. We're in an age where like people are playing online all the time. So no one gets out of the house, no one gets to meet their community basically.
Yeah, Greg brings up a good point. Nintendo games, like in general, are known for making you play with each other. Maybe that's why their online play is so bad for most of their games. They don't want to take that away from their consumers.
Maybe. Although, you know, hey, Mario Kart 8's online is pretty good. I'm just saying. Just saying.
It's online. I mean, relative to what it could be, it's kind of meh, but I do like it. It is fun.
Not like being local for that game matters anyway. Totally random if you win or not.
Yeah, but it's more fun to play in person because you can just, you know, talk trash.
Oh,
and
no. In person
talk
is
about
way
random
more
stuff.
fun. It just doesn't have any effect on the outcome. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I think the best online I've played, this is kind of, you know, straying away from the topic, but the best online I've played on Wii U was Monster Hunter 3. That game's got good online. But yeah, Smash.
Any closing thoughts
No,
on
I'm good.
Melee emulation?
I don't like it. That's I'm gonna straight
Yeah,
up
well,
say
that's something I
I
don't
do
like.
not like it.
Kind of useless, I guess.
All right, on to our viewer question from the audience. As I read through, one about UMSK and one about the new Nebraska Smash Bros. And Smash groups, Smash 4 groups. What you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about UMSK or do you want to talk about?
I mean, we could. Are we gonna ask for another one later? Or
Oh yeah, we have two. So which one do you want to do first?
let's do Satisfiler's question first.
All right. So social media, as you guys know, the Nebraska Smash Bros. Facebook group has fallen into disarray and chaos, thus spawning the new one, which is just a giant troll, whatever you want to call it, ventilation source. And there's a Smash 4 one, I guess. I don't know. I'm not in any of those Facebook groups anymore. But what do you guys think about the changes to the community in that regard?
Well, first of all, I just want to say that I am honestly really offended that I wasn't invited to the Smash 4 group, because I would really like to, discuss, all my opinions about Smash 4 with the members of that group, and I feel like they would, take it really seriously. And that's what I appreciate, when I talk about Smash 4 is when people can understand what I'm saying and take it to heart,
Yeah, I mean,
anything else to say?
Noah could have got invited to that group just so he could type TVR Noah to every thread,
Oh, dude, I was in a weird place that day.
So what's interesting to me, I understand that the new, it kind of makes me feel like it's a new Nintendo game, because you know how they just slap new on the front of everything, so it's like new Nebraska Smash Brothers. But anyway, I mean, I guess from what I understand, it's like a troll page, so it's kind of cool to me that, like I love to just take picture comments and just spam them everywhere, and just be random. So it's kind of cool to be able to have that discussion, as long as people aren't taking it seriously. Like if any Smash 4 players are in there and they're just like, yo, this is harsh or something. But I mean, if everyone there understands that they're just having a good time, they're joking, that everybody's just giving their opinions, whether they're, pro Smash 4 or not, I think it's okay. It keeps all that out of the other group. I mean, obviously we had a big deal with the mods, with Neil not being a mod or anything anymore. A lot of people had some issues with what was going on in the other page, now that we're over 430 members. And so they're trying to clean it up. And so if some people don't like how, if they, I don't know what words I want to say right now. This is a PG stream, right? So I'll just say there are certain words that, the mods weren't happy with people using. And so, there were some comments that were deleted and everything. And so, some stuff got changed up. But there were a lot of people that had their stuff deleted that shouldn't have been deleted. So I understand that there was a lot of frustration and they wanted to make the new page. So as it stands right now, I'm okay with it. But I think for a serious page, everybody should continue to use the Nebraska Smash Brothers one, because aside from that random crap, the crazy week where like everything was getting deleted, it should be the main page. Even if you're a Smash 4 player, that should be the page you go to. And if people have a problem with Smash 4, go to that other page and just say random crap, I guess.
Greg, as an outsider, well, not outsider, but as an Iowan looking in, I don't know if you're aware of it, but what are your opinions on it? I know some other Iowans in the chat think we're hilarious and it's like dumb, which is understandable. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, Iowa's kind of had this sort of problem before. Honestly, it still does. Like, but I mean, I've left the group and came back in. It's just you're trying to reason with them, but I mean, at the end of the day, they might not even try. But I don't know. Maybe you Nebraska dudes have more faith in your Nebraska dudes.
Yeah.
Just because you guys known each other for probably, I don't know how long you guys known each other, but it's probably a bit longer than I've known like the eastern side of Iowa.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Noah, you want to talk about why are you still in all the groups?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm still in the new one, and then I'm still in the old one. Still not in Smash 4 though. I don't know why that is. Like I said, I would really like to discuss the game with the people in there, but Wes says I'm banned for whatever reason, so I don't really know.
I'm not sure if you're trolling now or what. But
No, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I didn't get invited either. So, and I like to think that I've actually been more civil about it than anybody. So I don't.
Dude, cool it. All right.
It's like, I guess I don't want to see another era of like blank versus blank.
But yeah,
so everyone should just chill out.
We're all friends. I mean, actually, Nebraska is kind of funny. Well, maybe lots of people do this, but everyone is all jerks to each other online. But then you see people at the tournament, you're like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you. I'm so glad to see you here. Let's play some games, dude." But no, maybe just no one has the balls to like be an actual jerk in real life, except JBM.
Yeah. Hey, and if John's want to be fired here, let's ask why for the Smash 4 players that all want to get into the Nebraska Smash Bros page and be really defensive about Smash 4. Anybody talking about anything else, even if we don't say Melee, you bring up Smash 4, then you have to run away to your own little page because you're too scared to talk about it on main.
Oh.
So if you think your game is so good, why don't you just defend it in the main page instead of playing around in your own little thing banning people that have real discussions, all right?
Oh, man. All right. Those are shots, ladies and gentlemen.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. With that, let's move on. Melee Pokemon Stadium. That thing is too long. So, Pokemon Stadium is trying to get removed from the counterpick list. Discuss. That's pretty much the entire thing.
Is it complete? Is it going to be completely banned?
Yes, like it'll be as legal as Pokefloats, which is gentleman's agreement only. Do you guys think that's a good move? Do you think it's bad? Pokemon Stadium's been around for a long time. I'm gonna say it started becoming a counterpick, and I don't know.
I think it started becoming counterpick in like 09.
09.
2010.
Yeah.
Around that, sometime around that era.
So I personally feel that's a mistake. There are reasons for why, like the stage is like fundamentally broken, but that's why it's a counterpick. It's legal enough. It's legal enough. I'll put it that way.
Honestly, I agree with Schism in chat here. He's saying if that stage is allowed, I should be able to counterpick Mute City or Brinstar, and both of those stages have their hazards, right? But I mean, especially space animals on Pokemon Stadium, it's just so overwhelmingly in their favor, and the stage hazards are kind of predictable for Mute City and Brinstar. Those should be legal too, in my opinion, but never DK64. That is the worst stage ever, and Rob should feel bad for ever liking it.
Well, Brinstar and Mute City aren't necessarily banned because of the hazards, because of the ledges. Similar to DK64, you don't have the same kind of edge. So that's the main issue with those stages. But I mean, I agree to some of that, but I would never argue that Pokemon Stadium shouldn't be a neutral. To me, it's neutral because the stage transformation is only so long, and a lot of the times you can camp out, and it's not really a big deal if people are playing really patiently. So I always consider the stage, as it is starting, right? The standard stage, and in that whole thing, I mean, I think it's a great stage. Yeah, you got a lower ceiling, so Fox is good, but guess what, dudes? Fox is good everywhere. Fox is good on every single stage in the game. There isn't a single stage where Fox isn't good, so you can't base it on, oh, Fox is good there. There's a lot of
the stages are banned because of him, like Yoshi's Island and all that other stuff.
And there's a lot of characters that can make use of those platforms. Like Samus can do a lot of missile. What do you call it? I can't even think of the technical term. Isn't it just called like double jump missile cancel or whatever? Yeah. So a lot of characters can make use of that platform height, and it's wide. So if any other character has a really good horizontal kill move, I mean, you're going to get kills there. You have that ledge, that lip kind of comes up, and so that can actually impact Fox and Falco's recovery. So there is actually a time where you can edge guard Fox and Falco better on that stage because of that lip. They can't hug the wall. So, I mean, that's the way I say it. I think it's a very neutral stage, honestly.
I mean, I have a favor keeping it in. It's been in so long, but there are problems with it.
I feel that if a stage can kill you without you doing nothing, then the stage should be banned. But if it does not, then it should at least be considered. In that case, like Hyrule could then be considered, but no, that stage is too big. You know, it doesn't promote offensive play; it promotes defensive play. But
Yeah, but why is Battlefield considered to be one of the most neutral stages in the game when it's been known for a very long time that that ledge can glitch while you're recovering and you just
Because
won't
of
grab
these
it?
space animals, dude.
I mean, if we're talking about stages that just straight up glitch, then you should scrap Battlefield too. And then people say that FD sucks because, you know, certain characters aren't good on it, blah, blah, blah. You're going to have like one stage. You're going to have like Dreamland 64, and that's it.
Yo,
Dreamland
Smash
makes
64,
Dreamland.
man. That's the only stage.
there you go.
Ah, man. That's
But
terrible.
no, Stadium, like, yeah, if you were saying glitches, like Stadium and Battlefield would be banned, because at times that Stadium can just glitch you right through the stage for no reason. I know that for a fact. That Stadium can do that to you. But looking at it from a competitive standpoint, like, I think it should be kept a counter pick, even though I hate the stage personally. But if you don't have that anymore, like, you just can't go anywhere else, you know. I know it's good for space animals, but the stage list just, you know, it's gonna wither down to like completely one stage probably if you decide to do that.
I guess.
That'd
How
be
long,
terrible.
has
Oh, go ahead.
how long has it been since these 6 stages were the only ones that were allowed in singles?
I
Like
wish we had that
2000.
stat. I'm gonna say roughly 2009 or so, maybe.
Yeah, I'd say it was probably Brawl release or a little after.
I think it'd be
Yeah.
cool to bring them back just to see what the new meta has to do with them. Maybe it would just make them even worse and everyone would hate that, but might be interesting.
Yep. All right. Any other thoughts on this? You guys have any final thoughts? Pokemon Stadium. All right.
Bring back
move-
Mute City.
Bring back Mute City. All right. With that, let's move right along to housing random smashers. So the Smash community is supposed to be all lovey-dovey. Everyone's buddies. You know, we're grassroots. Hey, let's have these random people that play this game that I happen to play come sit in my house for a tournament, steal all my stuff, eat all my food, go to their tournament, and then get back on their plane and go home. So as you guys can see, I don't think housing random people you don't know is ever a good idea. Do you guys think it's acceptable to house random people? I mean, obviously some people do because it happens all the time. But what do you guys personally think?
It was 2007, yeah. I mean, Mike Echo here extended his hand out to Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, I've housed you guys. You guys have housed me too. I stayed the night at Joker's a couple of times too.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird how things like evolved in the housing situation. I think just us being introduced to like the FGC and all that stuff, we're all like, yo, we are esports and we need a hotel and place to stay or something like that, you know. So
Yeah, I think it's really great. I mean, like you said, you bring up a good example of like when I housed you guys from Iowa when Devin and I were living together. It's just like, you know, that's how you meet a lot of people, and that's how you really get to like, you know, you play a lot of games, what they used to call an STD, a Smash Till Dawn, not the other kind of STDs that you might get if you house people today. You're gonna house the wrong people, I don't know. But anyway, no, it's like that was the point, right? So if we were having a tournament in Omaha and like the Des Moines crew was like, hey guys, I want to come to your tournament and whatever. It's like, yeah, just hang out and play until, you know, 7 in the morning, maybe sleep for like a half hour and then get up again, play some more games, and then go to the tournament, you know? That's just how it was. And really, Smash started as like a grassroots thing that was based on things like that. It was going to these tournaments, traveling, and then housing or getting housed at somebody's place. Like we used to do that for like SMYM. I stayed at AOB's house for one of them and just played games all night in the basement. So I think it's great, but yeah, I don't know. My circumstances are a little different now. I don't, you know, have the same living situation as I did 8 years ago or however long that was. So it would have to be somebody I know and whatever, you know. So random people, I don't know. It really depends. I mean, if you're talking about 100% random that I've never met before, I'm probably not going to really be that interested. But if it was somebody that like I've met once or twice at some tournaments or whatever, but I don't really know them that well, then I'd consider it.
Noah?
I mean, I agree with Echo. I would, house people that I had met at tournaments. But as for even super famous people, like if Mewtwo King was like, "Hey Noah, I've heard that you're really good at," and then I would really appreciate it if you let me stay at your place, dude. I mean, not that he would ever be that grateful about anything. I don't think I'd do it. I mean, first of all, you hear all those horror stories about Mewtwo King in the first place, but it's just so strange having someone that you don't, even at a base level, have had like a conversation with. Like some of the people from Iowa, I don't really know them too well personally, but I have talked to them, and they're pretty cool dudes, and I think that I could trust them to respect my property and whatever, to just come over and be good guests, and I would totally be up for housing people like that. But if I don't know them, nah, dude, not gonna happen.
Have any of you guys, I know Echo said he did, ever housed people? And when you do, or if you have, what do you do for them? What does that all entail? Do you like make them breakfast? Do you, or do you just say, "Yo, there's the couch. Don't eat my food. Go get your own food"? What do you guys do?
I think it all really depends on the place you're staying at. I know I'm really grateful for it too. I know back in 2009 at Event 52 down in KC, we stayed at Fat Gamer's house, and I think his mom made us breakfast or something like that.
Oh yeah, she goes all out when she houses people.
Yeah, there's like 20 people there, or even
I think there's more than that. Yeah, there's like 30, 35 maybe.
Like, it just the random housing of Smashers now is probably a way different story than it was back then. Just, I don't know, due to some circumstance that just changed it all.
Well, I actually find just like the personality of the scene changed a little bit. Because like you remember when we'd watch people, like at that time you're watching Ken and PC and all these guys, but you never really saw people popping off and all this stuff. I don't know, there's a totally different atmosphere to it, So I think it's a little different. Like I remember at that same Event 52 one you're talking about, there was this guy, Rob Gambino, that came up and he's just like, "Oh, you play Samus? Let's money match," And we just did a $5 money match right there at Fat Gamer's house. It's like, it's different now, man. I don't know if that same kind of thing would happen. But back to your story, though. Yeah, Fat Gamer's mom went all out cooking and everything. I wouldn't expect most people to do that. I would just play some games. Hey, I'm gonna go get some sleep. You can either play games against the CPU or get some sleep, dude. And then wake up the next morning and go to the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if I house someone, like if I did know them but didn't really know them that well, I'd be like, here's some games. And then wake up next morning like, hey, I'm getting ready to go to the tournament, so let's go. Like, I wouldn't even feed them or anything like that unless they're like really close to me,
Yeah. And as far as like who I'd house, I mean, yeah, like if it was Kansas City crew, it's like, hey man, we're gonna come up. You got DMAC and all these guys. Oh yeah, I mean, I would house those guys. But
yeah,
if the question really is like random Smashers, I don't know. It really just depends on the circumstance. Like, depends who it is.
All right, with that, let's move into a popular topic, local sponsorships. So let's start from the top. For companies, when they sponsor people or athletes, what have you, it's an agreement where the company gets exposure and advertisement for their product or whatever service in exchange for, like, the athlete or something, they get money or whatever, what have you, a shirt, who knows. So at the local level, we, the Velvet Room, try to do that, and it is not beneficial enough that I see any reason for any local groups to sponsor anyone. Like, you get not enough exposure out of it. I'm not going to say it's a waste of money. Like, if the player, they'll get like their entry fee covered or whatever, get a shirt. But I just feel it is not beneficial enough to make it a serious thing. If you want to send your buddy to a tournament or something so they can like do well, and you'd be like, haha, I sent my buddy there, look at him, he had to wear my tag. Like that's cool and everything, but that doesn't really value it to anything, right? Like a sponsorship should be for something like meaningful, tangible, right? I know Echo has like talked to me about this a lot, but what do you guys think? Do you have any thoughts on it?
Greg?
I mean, we have a local sponsorship over here. It's still pretty brand new, so I really can't get in depth with it a lot. But the one guy I told you guys about in Iowa, JJ Rockets, the one who won $1,000 in Chicago, he basically, after that happened, he did get the sponsorship from our local shop here called Game Geeks, and yeah, they're just wear the tag and sending him places to play games. I mean, that's kind of, I guess that's what a local tournament does, or a local sponsorship.
So you hit on something really important, and that's that your local player, even if they're local, they have to be good, right? They have to win the tournaments and get that exposure. And what Kane was saying, I agree with it like 99%, and I agree with it probably like 100% in terms of Nebraska. But if your local player is good, then yeah, send them out to win stuff, get you more exposure. Hey, watch the stream. Hey, look how good my state is. You guys should come to tournaments here, whatever. But in terms of Nebraska sponsorships, I don't think anyone is at that level at the moment. And plus, no one here travels. I mean, what am I even saying? Even if we had the best players in the world here, no one would know because we don't go anywhere. So I don't even know why I'm wasting my breath.
That's not necessarily true. I mean, I think people have the desire to travel, but they don't have the reasoning right now. Even if just that reasoning is because a lot of other people don't. Like, say, JBM, for example, I'm sure that dude would love to go to more out-of-state tournaments and play. But what if, it's just him or one other dude, It's like he wants to fill a car or rent a van and get a crew going, So that's not necessarily true. But, yeah, what Cam was saying is, like, you have to have some kind of brand to promote, right? And what you usually see at a lot of tournaments, or like when people are sponsoring people, it's like a gaming related thing. So like maybe you have a LAN center or a website or whatever, and this is like your gaming related brand. So that makes a lot of sense to sponsor a player, because especially if it's something online, then they can go and be like, oh yeah, Cloud9 or whatever it is. They can go to that because they've seen your players. But if it's something like Game Geeks, right? I mean, what are they really going to get out of it if that player goes to Apex? Is anyone going to know, now I know what Game Geeks is? Or are they just going to see the GG tag and say, okay, whatever? So it's really, it's harder than it sounds to get something that would actually be beneficial to a company for sponsorship. But, I think it could definitely be useful. I mean, how much benefit do you think there is if somebody's sponsored by, say, VG Bootcamp? And if that player is, playing, talking about it, winning the tournament, whatever it is, like, do you think there's any benefit to that?
Who's this directed at?
Well, just anybody.
Oh.
So
I honestly don't see what AMSA gets out of it. I mean, he's still sponsored by Gimmer. But I don't know if Gimmer pays for his tickets or not to get out to the tournaments, or it's just like a brand, just to have in front of your name,
Gimmer gives him a salary, and then because AMSA's so good, the best Yoshi in the world, if he has the VGBC name in front of them, they're gonna get more exposure. And I think that's partially true. I mean, they are VGBC, so they're already huge, but I think that sponsorship deal is beneficial towards them. Another thing to consider before. So in order to even generate sponsorships, your group has to have an income. So I think it is irresponsible to try and sponsor people when your group doesn't even make money. So people should understand that. If you're looking for sponsorships, the thing you want to get sponsored by needs to make money.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, don't pull a Triforce.
Speaking of, M2K recently left EMP, so that was
basically
good change.
Don't pull a Triforce unless you really want your cans of ravioli and whatever he feeds you.
All right, any closing thoughts with sponsorships? I feel like we hit all the points I wanted to, but All right, so let us move on to Leffen. Leffen is a golden boy. He killed all 5 gods in Melee, and because of it, he's been getting subs like crazy. He set a goal for himself to hit, if he hits 350 subs, which he did, he would quit his real job and literally just play Smash all day for income. That, for some people, that sounds like the dream. For others, that seems crazy. What do you guys think? Would you want to quit your job and play Smash all day?
Nah, dude. I mean, I love Smash, but there's only so much you can nerd of that game by yourself before you just want to, you know, basically commit suicide. I mean, you want to play with people, or at least I do. That's why I love that game, and this kind of goes back to the whole Nintendo Online is terrible, but or net play is terrible, but I have to like go places or have people come over to play games with them, and I really enjoy that aspect of it. So practicing tech school by myself, but playing with people, I'm all about that. So I forgot what this question was about. I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh yeah, practicing by yourself for hours. Yeah, that sounds real terrible. And even if it was a source of income, I wouldn't want to do it.
I mean, how old is the dude? He looks like a
Leffen
pretty
is
young
21,
guy.
I believe.
Oh, he's 21? Then yeah, of course he's gonna do it. I mean, why wouldn't you want to just sit around and play games? You're 21.
I mean,
I mean, you don't have any other responsibilities. You know? I mean, like an older dude's not gonna want to do that because it's not reliable, you know, and you're not gonna be able to do it forever. But for right now, he's probably like, damn, I could probably roll with this for 4 or 5 years. Awesome.
right.
What about Gimmer doing it though? I'm pretty sure he's older than him, but he decided not to.
Well, I see that one a little different, like from being a player as opposed to being like the streamer, because he could always build that into something else and like go into other games or do some kind of production thing. So I think that that could probably build for him. But as far as like Leffen, it's like, okay, you're really good at Melee. What happens if Melee 5 years down the road is just kind of like, you know, downhill? Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know, you lose your hands or something. Who knows? You don't ever know what's going to happen in the future, but, I mean, it's just not reliable, you know?
Exactly.
So, but if he's 21 and he's having a good time and he's one of the best players in the world, I'd probably do it.
I calculated that dude makes $875 a paycheck right now for those subs.
Yeah? Well, where does he live, though? He lives
Sweden.
in Sweden.
So he has good internet.
What's the standard of living there in Sweden? I don't know what that is. But
It's high, isn't it?
I don't know. I mean, if he's making enough money off Twitch and sponsorships or whatever he's doing, then more power to him. But as far as the fun factor, I don't think I'd like it, because I always think that if you turn something like that into your living, into your job, it probably wouldn't be fun at all. You know, you'd get tired of it real quick. But that's the life of a pro gamer. So.
My point on it is, I feel like I wouldn't be fulfilled, you know? There's also the money. I mean, so this is relative, I guess, but some people could potentially make more money not just playing video games, you know? If you're like what's his name? Tafikins works for NASA. Like, if he just quit, he would make substantially less money. But perhaps you could argue that he's doing something he loves. But I don't know. I just feel like I wouldn't be fulfilled just playing video games all day. I personally would want to just go out there and like do something meaningful that I could look back on and say, man, I did some cool stuff when I was in my 20s and 30s. Not, man, I was good at this effing video game. Too bad nobody plays anymore. You know? I don't know.
I see it. Go ahead, Noah.
I was just gonna say Melee is gonna be around when you're 40K, so you'll still have time.
Yo, programming will be around forever, but that's neither here nor there. What were we gonna say, Greg?
I was just gonna say, like, you should take it if you have like a fall. Like, this is like good money for now, but definitely have that fallback plan. Just like, I guess don't be like Music King, because that dude, once Smash dies, he's done.
Yeah, he's gonna have nowhere to go. Yeah, like if you were going to quit your job and play full-time Smash, you're really good, you're a pro player, but like you were still in college or something, you know, okay, I understand. But yeah, I mean, if this guy is just saying, this is my life, this is my job, I do worry about those people. Because it's going to happen for everybody. You know, Ken would have thought that same thing, and you know, look at Ken playing now, he's not going to win the tournaments. So lucky for him, he's doing some other stuff now, but I mean, what if Ken would have done that and said, okay, I'm done with everything in life. I'm just only Smash. Yeah.
To Ken now, it's just extra income now because he has a sub button. So
Yep.
I'm pretty sure he has a real job too, you know.
I mean, there wasn't a super easy way to get that exposure and, easy money through Twitch back then. I mean,
Easy money. Sorry.
No, I knew someone was going to say that.
Yeah, but the thing about being a pro gamer and being the best Smash player is you are excellent at one game. And well, in Mewtwo King's case, he's good at multiple Smash games, but you are good at that. Like, you're not going to go play Counter-Strike or Unreal Tournament or whatever, and all of a sudden just be a pro gamer. You're going to get bodied, and so it's like, how long are you going to be able to do that for just that game? And that's why I don't think being a pro gamer is ever actually going to work for you unless you transition it into something else. Like you mentioned Gimmer. I think that doing something with the stream can turn into something like that. I mean, maybe somebody does, if Mewtwo King gets so good at streaming, or I don't know, he can maybe turn it into something else. But 100% playing games, I don't think is ever a solid life choice, I guess.
Well, at least Leffen actually plays other games. He plays like Street Fighter and KOF, from what I've heard. So KOF's dead, so I guess he has Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Right.
true. And I mean, he's probably real good. He'd probably body me in that game. I don't know. I suck at Street Fighter, but you see what I'm saying though? It's like if you're a Halo player, you're god at Halo. Does that necessarily transition to do anything in the future if Halo stops being made?
Deep stuff. All right, so our final viewer question is related to UMSK dropping Smash. What do you guys think about it? You guys play Smash games. Yeah, you guys salty? Discuss that.
I'm going to kill Yulai.
Wait, what was the question? My bad. I wasn't paying attention.
What do you guys think about UMSK dropping Smash games?
I'm going to kill Yulai.
What?
TVR no.
I mean, it never started off with Smash, so I guess
That is that's true.
Wasn't only the first one? How many have there been?
Okay, so
there's been quite a few, I think.
Yeah, before it was called UMSK at least. Told me it was like Marshall Street something Street Combat or something, and it was originally fighting games, and then UMSK was like the reincarnation, and they happened to put Smash in it because it was popular, and then it just kept going. But yeah, Smash has never been married to UMSK.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean, I think it makes sense. And he brought up a good point when he was saying, like, so many other Smash things are going on right now. And, I mean, they are. You have Wes doing his own thing. You have Chateau with weeklies. You have Grind Time as a tournament. You got this UNO tournament here, so I don't know if the Mavs will keep doing more stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people. We have a lot of different groups for Smash right now. So it is pretty much covered. As long as these people, like, if Grind Time or whoever wants to, like, fire up a monthly or every other month, we do have a lot of stuff going on without UMSK. So it makes sense that he'd want to focus solely on that and give the other fighting games, more of a space to do their thing.
Was space ever a problem, though? I feel like UMSK... I mean, sure, we have all these other little weeklies and whatever going on. We have Chateau, and then we have Wes's weeklies and Smash Mavs, and now we have, like, the Lincoln equivalent of Smash Mavs, like the Smash Club or whatever. But UMSK was what got me as a person who, has a job and has Chateau as well to actually travel down to Omaha and and people from out of state as well to all come, and play. And these weeklies and monthlies or whatever are great and all, but they don't really satisfy that bit of having kind of everyone come together for a bigger tournament.
Yeah, I mean, if he is I don't know if is he entirely dropping it, like, not gonna have it there anymore. I thought it was just for like one tournament.
Yeah, he said temporary, so it is possible that he would bring it back, but who knows?
I mean, I enjoy everyone's company at USMK or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's great for someone like me too. That's not, I'm not big into all the other fighting games, but I know people that are, and so that's really the only time that I get to see them. Like Leon and all them, I get to go over and just hang out with them for a while. So it is great to have it combined, but I don't know. You guys know the fighting game scene, or Greg, you probably do here better than I do. Do they think that Smash is a real game, or are they the kind of group that's like, dude, Smash ain't real? Get that out of here.
No, they enjoy our company too. I mean,
Okay.
I can see it. I mean, like we run our half, and then Uli runs his half. But I can understand like if it gets like super stress inducing,
Yeah.
you know.
But I don't. Have you guys seen this place? Well, this is kind of off the topic, but there's this place that's like called the Portal Land Center or something like that. That's opening up in June, I think. And
I've heard of it, yeah.
yeah, some place that's going to be opening up, and that might be an interesting place. That, depending on how their place is, it says that they're going to host tournaments there and stuff. Maybe they'll have that kind of mix where a fighting game and Smash will be together. I don't know how big that venue is going to be or anything, but I mean, that's coming up in the middle of this year, so maybe that'll change things.
Yeah, that could be interesting.
A new competing venue would be it would be interesting.
Shake
Maybe
things
they'll have
up.
good bathrooms. Just that they might.
Yeah, gotta have bathrooms. Yeah.
Top tier
Running
bathrooms. Top tier bathrooms.
Seats on the toilets, lights in the ceiling, hand soap, towels. I mean, I'm not asking for much here.
Dubstep in every stall.
I don't want it to look like a cave when I walk in. Okay. Just water dripping everywhere and the floor is wet. You know.
Yeah. Then the floodlight is right on you, man. You feel like a star, honestly.
I mean, my stall should have a door, probably.
Anywho, all right. You guys have anything else to say about UMSK and not having Smash? In before Uli re-add Smash, that'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. How about if it's going to be Smash, make a Melee, please?
People's Champ request Melee. You heard it here first.
That's the dream.
All right, well, we thank you all for watching this episode of Pardon the Smash. Let me turn that timer off. Like what? Okay. Thank you, GQDang, for joining us. It was a pleasure having you. Plug your stuff again for us, man.
Okay, we have a tournament coming up on April 11th, Game Geeks Spring Showdown. That is part of the Midwest West. I know it sounds stupid. Midwest West circuit. That's I think it's starting actually this. The circuit's actually starting. What is it? Next weekend at Great Revival in Wisconsin. So we're actually part of that circuit. And yeah, check us out on Iowa Smash on Twitter. We do have a Facebook group. If you guys are from Nebraska joining it, probably feel right at home. So yeah, and then my Twitch channel, GQDang. So yeah.
All right, man.
Awesome.
Thanks again. We'll get some mods to post links in the chat. Thank you all for watching. Next week's guest has not been determined yet, but we will get that resolved, and we will let you guys know via the social media accounts. Thanks again. We'll see you guys all next time.